Hello, agents. Welcome to New Agent Orientation. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Angela Martin. I'm going to be taking you through today's training today. These are the typical questions that we ask if you were doing this live. So one is how long you've been an agent on the team. And then two, which steps have you completed on the training site? Since this is recorded, I simply want you to reflect on those questions and think about it. In the meantime, definitely grab you some paper and a pen so that you can take lots of notes. I'm going to be covering a lot of information, some of which you may or may not know, and then others, maybe something new that you learn. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing is our Travel Access Academy website. Have you already registered for it? Okay, you can go to www.travelaccessacademy.com. And when you get here, you'll want to click on the Start Here button so that you can get registered for the training website. This is your free exclusive site where we put all of these wonderful recorded trainings and other wonderful trainings, as well as our live training schedule available for you. So you definitely want to make sure you register there, okay? After you've done that, the first thing that you'll notice after you have gotten registered is that there will be an area for you to get started with Discord. Discord is our communication resource where we're sharing or asking questions, answering questions that new agents may have, and just sharing all of the wonderful resources that we have at our disposal as agents, whether that's training resources that we have on the site or additional trainings provided by other agents within the organization. We like to share all of those resources with you, so you definitely want to get started with Discord. Now, Kyra has done a wonderful job by creating a wonderful intro video to show you how to navigate Discord and how to get registered. One thing I want to make sure you are aware of is you do not want to forget to change your nickname. Follow those instructions. There are a list of rules that you must follow, so make sure that you read those carefully so that you'll make sure that you do everything you're supposed to do to remain active on Discord. Sometimes agents don't follow that, and they unfortunately get removed from the site because we haven't verified them. So just make sure you're doing all of the verification steps and you will have no problems, okay? So that's pretty self-explanatory. If you do have any questions, do not hesitate to ask your mentor. He or she will be happy to help and assist with this area, okay? So here is the next thing, okay? If you have just gotten started, I'm sure that many of you are super ecstatic to begin working on that Roadmap to Success checklist. Well, there are a couple of ways that you can access it. On the bottom of the Travel Access Academy, there's a bottom sign in and then there's a top sign in. But at the bottom, you'll see where it says Roadmap to Success, okay? It is a printable list, so it'll bring it up like it's a Google Doc. You can print it as a checklist or you can literally fill it out and do it online. That is completely up to you. But you certainly want to have access to this because this, again, is your roadmap. And you want to check off the steps that you're completing as you're completing them so that you don't forget what you've done and what you still need to do, okay? So this is a great guide for those of you who are looking to complete it within the first 30 days of joining and becoming an agent. You certainly want to get access to this and download it as soon as possible, okay? With that said, we're going to keep going because we're making great progress, okay? So the next thing is, what does the Roadmap to Success checklist look like, okay? One thing I do urge you to do as a new agent, it can be kind of overwhelming at times, but I don't want you to wait until the last minute to look at this document. As I mentioned, it is a printable document. It is also a Google Docs. So you can open it up and have access to it anywhere you are. Literally, you can be doing part of the checklist as you're in your leisure time or your free time or on a break somewhere, okay? But don't wait until the last minute to get it done. That is the essential thing. As you can see, there are checklist items here. If you click on them, it'll show that it's been completed. So that allows you to know where you are at all times, okay? Once you are done, you're able to print it off, save it as a PDF file, or submit it. That way it is completely done, okay? Remember, you must complete it within 30 days from your start date. So we don't want you to miss out on that date or forget about it, okay? With that said, we're gonna keep going right along, all right? So the next thing is this. As you're going through that roadmap to success, you'll notice that a couple of the things that you have to do are to attend some live trainings. This new agent orientation is offered live, but in the event that you're like a lot of us who started as agents working another job, recorded trainings work just as fine, okay? Just make sure that you're paying close attention to the roadmap to success and following the instructions and terms and conditions thereof. With live training schedule on our Travel Access Academy site, if you click on live training schedule or live trainings, it will populate with one of the pages that looks like this. And basically what it does is give us the entire live training schedule for the entire month that we're on. You'll also notice that if there are any team meetings, there is another calendar that is separate from the live trainings meeting that is available for your access as well. In case you want to come to any of our team meetings, you're definitely welcome to do so. The idea here is to plan your work and then work your plan. You cannot possibly know what you're going to do 3 and 4 months down the road sometimes, but if you have a plan in place so that you can reach the goals that you have in place, then you are more likely to achieve those. So we definitely want to make sure that you're in a position where you can at least look at the live training schedule. If there is some training that you definitely want assistance on, like whether that's travel Q&A, maybe you want to go to a travel workshop where you're learning how to do mock bookings, whatever the case may be, you can come to this live training schedule. You can click on the actual date. You can click on the training and you can save it directly to your Google Calendar or whatever calendar system you use so that you receive alerts and you don't miss things like I do on a regular basis when I don't save things to my calendar. So make sure you do that and you should be good to go. All right. So that is something that you want to do is locate the live training calendar on the Travel Access Academy site, and then you'll be able to find the trainings that you want to attend live. And you can actually save them to your calendar so you don't miss them, okay? Let's keep going. So the next one, what we're going to be talking about next is a little bit about the back office, how to locate your payment information, and how to access the Travel Cafe. Travel Cafe is pretty much everything travel related. So those Archer related things, business cards requirements, access to suppliers and vendors, all of those great things, everything that pertains to travel can be found on the Travel Cafe. But I'm also going to show you some great, wonderful things that you can locate in your back office. You'll hear us say that time and time again, and you may not know what that is as a new agent, or you're just now getting acclimated to these different terms. Don't worry, we're going to show you exactly how that goes, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into the back office. When you log into your Evolution site, remember, you have to put in your username, which is your agent ID, and the password that you created at the time that you were enrolling. Once you log in, it'll bring you to a screen that looks similar to this. It'll have those colorful boxes, and then to the left-hand side, there will be a menu of items, okay? You may remember the travel training program. That was the first thing you had to do as a new agent, is to get your certification training, okay? But this is what we're referring to when we say your back office, okay? You can find so many great things here. The quick start documents, additional training videos, but most importantly, the things that I'm covering in this new agent orientation are the things you want to pay attention to. You may notice that even in the back office now, since December of 2023, we have an Evo Plus link here as well for you to access those wholesale supplier rates for your daily commissions or instant commission options, okay? So I'm gonna go through a couple of these to make sure you know exactly where to navigate to if you have questions, if you need to make adjustments or changes. So let's keep going with that, okay? So if you ever need to know when your next payment is due, there's a way that you can find this information out. So in your back office, where I was just showing you, so I'm gonna go back here, in your back office, if you're here and you simply scroll down on this page, you will come to a section that will say monthly billing information, okay? It will have monthly billing information. It will have the billing date, your last monthly billing date, and then it'll have your next monthly billing date. A lot of agents want to know this in case they want to switch cards or whatever the case may be. It's just good to know, okay? Maybe you had a card, the card that you have on file that is currently paying your monthly agent fees. Maybe you have recently changed that card, or maybe it has expired. In the event that that has happened, you will want to then navigate to that left menu and you'll go to where it says account. So when I say left-hand menu, I'm talking about this menu here, okay, on the left, and it'll look like this. You want to go to where it says account, and you will update your update your payment information if either of these two things apply to you. So either your card has recently expired that you have located in the system. Maybe you want to simply change the card. There's no expiration, but you want to use a different card, or maybe you lost the card that you were using and you need to now update it with the new card info. Either way, you go into your back office under the section account and you will click update payment info. It's very, very simple to do. So just do that if needed, okay? So let's keep going. Now, we talked about the back office, and I love to talk about the ways in which you can access certain things. It took me about 6 months after becoming an agent before I found out about this wonderful tool over here, this chat box tool, and the utilization that we have or what it's used for. A lot of agents, when they start off, we tell them when they're enrolling to create a separate email account, okay, so that they can receive all of their vendor supplier emails in their travel related email only instead of their personal one. Sometimes new agents are unable to do that for time restrictions, what have you. But if you do decide to make that change, we do recommend that you do it before you start registering with suppliers and vendors. But say, for instance, you enrolled before you knew that you needed to change your email, but now you just finished your certification, your mentor has told you, hey, you should have your own separate email for travel-related things only. And now you want to do that, you can come to this back office checkbox. It's going to be at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You can click it, request to make that email change. Maybe you need to update some other information on your site, or maybe you need to ask some other questions as it pertains to your account. You can do that by asking those questions here. It will go to Evolution Travel, and they will be able to give this information to you, okay? So just be mindful of that. And they are really pretty fast about getting back with you. So just be mindful that it will also reply, they will reply to this. So you will see like a little red notification status bar there once they have replied to your questions, okay? With that said, let's keep going. I hope that that's going to come in handy for those of you who were looking for that access, okay? So let's keep going. The Travel Cafe is the next thing. When you click on Travel Cafe, again, on that left-hand menu on your back office, and you click Travel Cafe, it will bring you to a page that looks something like this. I want to remind you that this is where you're going to be getting all of your access to the supplier registrations, using the supplier request form, and then just registering individually to the individual suppliers that you'll need, okay? The Travel Cafe, we use that for everything. You can find trainings that they are providing from Archer, all these wonderful travel deals. Definitely check out the Travel Cafe on a regular basis so you don't miss out on the different types of things that we have going on, whether that's some type of deal or special that are exclusive to Archer agents. They are all going to be housed in the Travel Cafe, so you don't want to miss that. While you are registering for suppliers and vendors, I know it's very easy when you're using things like VAX, and that may make more sense to you if you've already registered for them, but it's easy to forget if you're like, you know, booking travel with Expedia Tap or something that doesn't allow for you to book travel insurance with the package. Don't forget about 10-leg travel insurance, okay? We get 17% commission with them. It's a wonderful tool to make sure that your clients are at least covered for their travel. And usually it's a little bit cheaper than some of our other suppliers. So definitely don't forget to add travel protection to all of your clients' travel needs, okay? Especially if it's not included in the package that you're offering. Some other things that I want to bring your attention to on this one is that on the left-hand side, as it is in our back office, there's another left-hand side menu. At the bottom, there's a Contact Us button. There is also one at the top right here where it says Contact Us by these little social media icons. Either of those buttons, if you click them, they will take you to the contact information or the contact numbers and details for the people and essential places that you'll need on a regular basis. So let's keep going and see what type of information you're going to need most of the time. And this is where I definitely suggest that you either take a screenshot of this particular slide or you write this information down and keep it somewhere where you'll always have access to it. As you're registering for suppliers and vendors, you will need Archer's contact information regularly, okay? Couple of things that I want to go over, okay? Notice our IATA number you will use pretty much with every supplier that you're registering for, unless it is a cruise line, in which case you will be using our cruise line number. Notice that this number is different from Archer Travel's main number, and this is the number that you'll use with cruise lines. But be mindful, once you're going through those trainings with the cruise line suppliers, that will be covered again there, okay? So there's no need to, if you forget about that, it'll be covered again as you're registering with those suppliers, okay? Our consortia, that is Travel Leaders Network. Travel Leaders Network is our consortia. Don't worry, because I would forget this from time to time, but you'll notice when you're looking at the drop-down menu and you see Travel Leaders Network as an option, that should click in your mind that, oh yeah, that is our consortia. So let me click on that. As a rule of thumb, anytime that you're registering for a supplier or vendor, if it asks you for the agency information, okay, as a general rule of thumb, you want to use Archer's information because that is our host agency, okay? If it is asking for agent information, this is where you want to use your own personal business information. So whatever your travel business name is, your personal email address, your address, that is going to be your personal information. So be mindful of that, okay? I hope this was helpful. Definitely, again, take note of this, take a screenshot. Don't forget this information. And if you do, always ask your mentor, okay? Or some other agent. We're all mentors here, okay? With that said, let's keep going. So here is another place where you can locate all of this wonderful information, okay? So where else can you find Archer's contact information? I showed you a couple of places in the Travel Cafe, but even in your back office, on the left-hand side, underneath the travel training program, there is a place that says Quick Start Documents, okay? If you click on that, it'll bring you to a little screen that looks like this, okay? You can find Archer's contact information in a couple of places. One, you can download the new agent packet, okay? I do recommend it. It's just something that you can have as a PDF saved to your computer. Another place, you can look at Archer supplier credentials. Both places will give you the information that you need as you're registering for suppliers and vendors, okay? With that said, I hope that was helpful. Just make sure that if you are downloading the new agent packet, that you save it somewhere on your computer where you can always access it, whether that's your desktop or you have a specific file organization system that of your own, okay? Let's keep going. So this brings me to another very important step for a lot of agents as you're getting started and you're no longer wanting to be a secret agent and you're looking to get your own business cards. There are some requirements that you must follow. And so I want to make sure you know exactly what you need to do to adhere to the business card requirements. Well, one, how do you locate them? You can locate this information by going into the Travel Cafe. You'll click on New Media Library, okay? And then you'll click on Business Card Requirements. But just in case you don't want to go through all of that and you just want the information right now, you can also look at this information below that to see what you must include. So the first thing we want you to do is highlight and emphasize your own personal business name. We can't emphasize enough the importance of branding yourself. Aside from Archer, Archer hosts all of our credentials, but you are the face of your own business, travel business. So make sure that you are advertising yourself and branding yourself. In addition to that, you do need to have an Archer Travel affiliate logo. The logo that looks like this is located here. Now, again, this information can be found in the Travel Cafe. Using this information here, okay? You can find several different logo options as you were constructing and crafting your business card, but you must have at least one Archer Travel affiliate logo somewhere on your business cards. In addition to that, you must have the Florida registration numbers, all of these registration numbers that appear here. they must appear on your business card, okay? And so you can have those like small in 2 different columns where you have included the information, okay? But they have to be on your business card. So realistically, you're looking at the Archer Travel Affiliate logo. You can choose any one of the logos that has at least this Archer Travel Affiliate logo on it, okay? And you must have these registration numbers. Pretty self-explanatory. Once you have those, the rest of it, you certainly want to focus on your travel business name, branding yourself. And then as an option, some agents choose to have the Archer affiliate logo that also has the Evolution Travel logo. The choice is yours. Just make sure you have at least these bare minimums, okay? With that said, the other thing that I want to bring your attention to is staying organized, okay? As I mentioned to you, you're a new agent. You're starting from the ground up. But we want to make sure that we are setting you up for success and making your life as easy as possible. There is a new agent digital binder that we've created, and it sounds just like it is, okay? Digital binder, meaning you can access it from anywhere where you have access to your email, your Gmail account. Wherever you can access that, you will have access to your digital binder at all times. So as you are completing trainings, registering with suppliers and vendors, you're able to literally notate the elements from like your password. You can jot those things down, save them, your username, you can save them, and you can add new ones as you want, okay? Now, I will make note of this. When you download, okay, the new agent digital binder, you're going to want to feel the need to make edits to that particular copy. But to keep everything coherent and to prevent it from being messed up from everyone entering their information, in order to make edits to it, you're going to need to be signed into your Google account, and you're going to need to go to File and click on Make a Copy so that you're able to make edits to your own digital binder. And so you can now name it Angela's New Agent Digital Binder, or whatever your name is, New Agent Digital Binder. So it is customized to you. I will click on this and show you what the New Agent Digital Binder looks like. It is simply a Google Sheets, and it has lots of tabs at the bottom. And it is a great way to keep track of all of the trainings that you've attended. So live trainings, new agent orientation, travel booking, Q&A, things like that. You can indicate the presenter that was there, the dates that you attended. This is just great. And then of course you can insert different ones as you go, okay? Then the training website, you can click here and you can look at the steps that are done. These are the recorded trainings. You can indicate that the training title that you watched, the date that you watched it, any standout notes that you want to take on that, you can do it, okay? Roadmap to Success. There's a link here to the Roadmap to Success for you to easily access it, okay? And then you can indicate which items you've completed or done from the checklist, the dates you completed it, and similar to the other things that you're able to take notes on, okay? So this is just a way to keep you organized, to make sure that you're doing exactly what you need to do. You even have a client log in here, okay? So you can indicate all of the clients that you serve. You have a place where you have their email addresses, their addresses in case you want to send them birthday cards or things of that nature. It's just whatever you want to do, but it is a great way to keep yourself organized, okay? And even to get them signed up to your Branch Up newsletter if you choose to utilize that free service. Commission tracking. I even have, there's a link here where you can keep track of all of your commissions, and you can know whether or not you should have been paid for a commission. And if you haven't, there's a link here where you can literally go ask, where's my commission? So it's very handy for those of you who are new, just to keep track of everything as you're going through them, okay? And I hope that this was helpful. This is pretty much all of the training. If you want to attend a live one, feel free to do so. Again, this is Angela Martin with New Agent Orientation Training, and good luck to you. Have a good one. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in Discord or to your mentor. Have a good one. Bye-bye.